Ah, there goes a moth. There goes another moth. They seem to like the... Let's get this window open a little bit and maybe chase the moths out. You're looking at Taxi Vlog 126. And tonight is a Monday night. I suspect it's going to be quiet. And hopefully these moths will blow out of the car sometime soon. Yeah. No email. Hold on a sec while I should have done this before. Oh, it's on already. Configuration. There's only one thing I'll have to change on here. Alert buzzer tone. Everything else seems to be in order. Let's get that alert buzzer tone up. That's good. And now book the zone and hopefully not get a call. Alright, where was I? Yeah, this week, that moth is something else. Maybe you'll see him go flitting past my face. But they're attracted to the light, you see, and without the light you wouldn't see me. Okay, that truck has gone. Yeah, it's the 4th of October already, and it hasn't rained. I'm surprised. Usually by the 1st of October it rains a lot. I started reading a book. It's called The Speed of Dark by Elizabeth Moon. And on my days off, I started reading this book, and it's so good. It's about this autistic guy who works in a pharmaceutical company where he has to recognize patterns and synthesize things from recognizing the patterns. I don't know if it's creating drugs or what he does, but he does it all with a computer and patterns and moving lights and things like that. Anyway, that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that I was kept awake by reading this wonderful book on Friday in the afternoon. I woke up, and there's that moth. Damn, get out of here. Get out of my hair. So I'm reading this book on Friday after waking up in the afternoon. Sometimes I wake up in the morning or in the afternoon and I read a little bit to fall asleep, but this book was so good that it was so engrossing that it kept my attention going and it kept me awake. And so I went to work Friday night, and usually I'm not too bad, but by about 2 in the morning I was getting kind of tired. And by 4 o'clock I was really exhausted. I had a fare out to the Western Communities, and I'm coming back into town and I get another call to an obscure street, but I know where it is. When I get to that obscure street, it's like a T intersection with a major street, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's a street that ends in a cul-de-sac. Anyway, these two guys are waving there, standing right in the middle of the intersection, so I figure they're the ones to pick up. I pick them up, and I'm so tired that I don't recognize the clues that there's something wrong with this ride. So I take these guys out to the Western Communities, and they're saying, yeah, they're having a party at that house over there. And one of them gets out on one side and says, I'll be right back with the money. And this guy gets out, and he's standing there with the door open. I figure he's waiting for his buddy to come back. So now at one point he's closing the door, and I'm thinking the other guy's coming back, but he's really not. Where it appeared that he was closing the door while his buddy was getting there, and his buddy I didn't see him. Of course, with these black windows you can't see a damn thing back there. So I got stiffed for $27. It didn't feel nice, but you know what? I was so tired at the time, and it was a pretty busy night, and I did make that up. Before 6 o'clock I had another $50 on, so yeah, okay, easy come, easy go, easy go, easy go. The following night, well, because I was so exhausted, I got a lot of sleep that day. I got enough sleep that day so that when I came out for Saturday night, I was in shape. I was in good form. I was on top of everything. At one point around 1 o'clock, I got sent back the way I had come, and it's to a sailing club just on the edge of the Indian Reserve in Esquimalt. So I go to this sailing club, and apparently at the sailing club they had a wedding reception, and the people who got in ended up going to Deep Cove. Now, Deep Cove is way at the other end of the peninsula, at the north end, just past the airport. If you're familiar with Victoria at all, the airport is way out of town, and it's past that. So as we were heading on our way out there, one of the passengers said, "This is going to be a $50 cab ride." And I said, "Yeah, well, with the new tax, it's the price has gone up." So she accepted that, and when we got out there, it was a big, major house, probably, it would list for about $1 million, on top of this hill, with fantastic panoramic views in every direction. And we had $69 on the meter, and she counted out 5 20s. "Here's 100. Can I have 10 back?" So it's like a $70 fare and a $20 tip. That $20 tip almost made up for what I lost on that fare the night before. So in this business, there's no accounting for this business. It's all luck. It's all just how things fall. You cannot count a loss as a loss. And you cannot count a windfall as a windfall, because losses and windfalls are part of this business. This business is about extremes. Extremes in the bad sense and extremes in the good sense. It is an extreme business. You cannot do it as if you were paid by the hour. And you cannot do it as if it's a salary. You cannot do it like you're an employee. You're in business for yourself. You're a gambler. This is why I don't have to go to casinos. I get my gambling fix doing this. In fact, I said that to those guys who ripped me off. Anyhow, last night was pretty quiet. I got to watch a lot of YouTube videos. Tonight and tomorrow night, I will be catching up if business was like last night. I have less than 2 pages on the main channel to look at, less than 1 page on the 2 other channels to look at, and then I'm done. I am caught up. I'm so close to being caught up right now. I think things have been slow on YouTube for a little while. About a week or so. I've noticed that on my views. My views have been sliding. Okay, admittedly, I have been more concentrating on catching up than making stunning great videos. And maybe the number of views is a reflection on the quality of what I've been putting out. Or maybe it's just one of those things. It's cyclical, people end up having something else to do. Maybe there's a big promotion on Facebook, or maybe everybody's twatting all over the place. Anyway, I think I'm about to run out of time. This was Taxi Vlog 126, and may you have a better night than I'm about to have.